describe to me your perfect steak dinner.
Ooh. I want to say it's just steak and fries, like French fries, almost like a steak frites. Would I do anything to it? Oh, I have a place that is a great one. Wolfgang's in New York. Famous steakhouse in New York, Wolfgang's. And like old school one where they bring it out, they kind of cut it for you, the plate sizzling, that kind of thing.
I've never been there. I've been to Peter Luger's in Brooklyn. That's fucking classic. However, my favorite here in Los Angeles is Violet Bistro.
Never heard of it.
They do a New York hanger with like potato peels over a béarnaise sauce.
I like it.
Oh my god, it's fucking amazing.
It's one of those. It's a meal like that where you just can't do it on your own. If you try doing it at home, like there's no way.
Here's the important question: what temperature?
Okay, that's a very good question. I feel like this is how you judge a person. No, I go medium. Is that okay? Is that okay?
To each his own.
What do you go? Are you a rare guy?
Burnt. I don't want any blood in it. I don't want any red in it.
No, this podcast is over. Done. Hi everyone, welcome to Manly Things.
Word of.
The podcast where we break down men's fashion, red carpets, editorials, what to wear on that date, what to wear to the office. My name is Evan Simonich, celebrity menswear stylist. I'm sitting here with Sally. Sally, talk to the people.
Well, I haven't been doing anything.
He's going to talk to you guys.
Nothing. I actually have taken the week off. I went on
Nice.
vacation to Croatia.
Amazing. So we wanted to record this podcast on an earlier date. Now we know why. He just fessed up of why we.
Sometimes I get out of Dodge and I don't tell anybody.
No, thanks to everyone for joining us. We're excited about this episode. This is going to be a fun one. We're going to break down some fun things from 2023. But before we get to that, I like the green cardigan. I like the hat. No sunglasses. Look at his eyes, everyone. Look at him. Look at him. What are you wearing? Let's label drop a little bit.
I love this. This is an amazing shot. It worked last time. I don't know if it's
the leg up on the table is perfect.
I'm wearing my Guidis. A lot of people mistake these for Doc Martens, but please, these are Guidis. Double RL pants.
Of course.
Target.
Oh, Target.
Corridor. Do you know Corridor in New York City?
Love Corridor.
And then I got this hat. This hat is special.
Talk to me about the hat. I recognize it because of the matchstick in the band of the hat.
Nick Fouquette.
Yes.
Hat designer here in Los Angeles. I think they're
like Venice, more so Venice. Yeah.
Funny story about this hat. I cheated Hulu and FX out of this hat. They paid me and gave me a hat and a record player to promote a TV show, who we will not name.
I was going to ask if it was a good TV show or bad. So you obviously haven't watched it. Okay, that's fine.
So they emailed me. They said, we're going to send you shit. All you have to do is post twice. I said, hell yeah. Actor strike and writer strike started.
Oh, wow. I didn't even think about that.
I hit our producer up. I was like, hey, dude, like, I just got a bunch of free shit and they want me to talk about it. Is that what I'm supposed to do? He said, if you want a role in Superman Legacy, don't do it.
Smart.
So I didn't do it.
And
I got a free hat out of it, baby.
Like it.
Fuck yeah.
Nick Fouquette, if you just Google him, we'll try and get the name out there. By far one of the most handsome men out there.
I've never seen a photo of him.
Oh my God.
Up on the screen.
Yeah. Ladies, you'll be slipping out of your chairs.
Oh.
Beautiful man. Either way, I'm going to talk about what I'm wearing. I got a Tom Ford Western shirt here. No big deal.
Tom Ford does Western?
Oh, yeah. He actually, this is like one of his staples. He always has like a jean jacket and like Western, like chambray shirts.
I always saw him as like the James Bond kind of.
I like that, yeah. No, he has like his casual stuff is so good too. So yeah, I found myself
I'm
in
gonna
this
look
guy.
into that.
Some Wranglers and some Lucchese's. Yeah, we're making it happen.
What's your necklace? That's very interesting.
A St. Christopher from Worn Over Time. I kind of reference this brand all the time. Worn Over Time, they do like turn of the century steel. I want to say there's a name for it. Something hardy. Steel like necklaces, rings. I'm wearing a ring from them as well. Yeah, I love it. Double RL actually sells all their stuff.
Oh,
Yeah.
very cool.
And they also have a stand at the Rose Bowl Flea Market and a website. But
I never been there.
Yeah, I highly recommend. Yeah,
you previously mentioned that we were going to start looking at like award season, red carpet events and everything, which I'm very excited about because I've always just sat by myself on my phone on the Vogue runway app, scrolling through and like talking to myself and be like, this one's nice, this one sucks, this is nice.
Yeah.
So I'm very interested in talking about it with someone else.
So honestly, this is where the genesis of this podcast came about, was watching all these shows on E Live from the Red Carpet, ABC, all these people talking about what these people were wearing. And it was just coming from a voice that I like wasn't my own or someone that I could like relate to, and no offense to the people who are doing it, but I want to have fun with it, and I think that this podcast is going to bring that. We're going to have like fun breaking down some of these looks, and it's going to be good and it's going to be bad. Like we're going to kind of get into it with some of these people, and I do work with some of these stylists and groomers or whatnot, but I think that we got to be honest about what we're seeing. And
I was just going to say, you're one of the most honest people I've ever met. I think I'm pretty honest every once in a while.
And I think, and not only are we going to like break it down and like, you know, talk about it in a positive or negative way, but I also want to kind of show how to recreate these looks, right? And help you go, and I will know exactly what brand they're wearing, a cheaper version of whether it be that suit in a tuxedo or, you know, kind of breaking it down that way. So,
I have a
I think
question
we're gonna
for
have fun
you.
with them, man. Yeah.
To get started,
Yes.
I know that. I think. Are you a stylist?
I am a stylist.
Got it.
Menswear stylist.
Do you? Now that we're getting into awards season, on a scale of 1 to 10, how much do you enjoy styling your clients for the red carpet?
Oh, it's a 10. I think it's so much fun when they get ready. Say the show's gonna start at 5, right? Red carpet opens at 3. You pretty much have to get there to the hotel or wherever they're staying around. For a guy, it's like 1. For a female, I mean, they're getting there like at 8 a.m. It's almost like the wedding day situation, right? No, but for a guy, you're getting there around like 12:31, depending on the person and when they're walking the red carpet. And it's awesome to get them in the car, and then you go home and then you see them on the carpet. But no joke, you can have someone like the bow tie is perfect, the jacket's great, the collar, everything is spot on. They get in this car and you leave them for 25 minutes and it's like, what the hell happened? How many people did you hug? You got makeup on the shoulder, you got your bow ties all wonky. It's like, dude, just walk straight to in front of the camera, and like that's all we need. You know,
well,
do
I'm
all your hugging
surprised
after.
that you're not traveling with them.
No. That's a rarity for people. I mean, and you see it happen. You see some of them get out of the carpet, and someone's there, like, you know, with the lint roller or whatnot. But I'd rather. I think a lot of the guys that I've helped and done in the past, they don't want it. They, you know, get out of my face. You know, like it's like okay, good, you're go and you're done and gone.
What are the moments? What are the moments like when you're in that hotel room getting ready with your client?
Yeah, especially if you have someone nominated, it's like pretty. Tensions are high. They're kind of like running through their speech. They're like looking in the mirror, like what poses are they gonna do?
Running through their speech.
Yeah.
Wait a minute. I thought everybody improv'd that every time they won an award.
No, everyone. I feel like everyone who's nominated, just in case you win, unless it's like the Oscars and you kind of see all of the award shows leading up to it and realizing, okay, so and so's winning every single award. I have no shot. I'm not going to prepare a speech. But yeah, it's you know, I think if you have a little bit of a shot, you should prepare something.
When
I like these questions.
Yeah.
A lot of my family members don't ask me these kind of questions, so it's fun to like get this off my chest.
When you're preparing for that moment, when you're standing in front of your client, well, okay, you know what?
Okay.
Restart.
Wait. Should we save this for when we actually talk about these, like, or when we get into like the award show stuff? Like,
no,
okay,
I think these are prerequisite questions.
Okay, great. Yeah.
I think this is
and then okay, I got you.
imperative that we learn the sort of backbone of the red carpet.
Let's do it.
Events. So my question to you is, so someone emails you, obviously their agent or something, and says,
most of them, like publicist or manager. Yeah.
The publicist will email you and say, we need you to style this client for this event. Mm-hmm. What is your first move? Do you go on the internet and look at inspiration photos? Do you go immediately to the boutiques and the stores?
Good questions. No, it's more so what this person has been wearing on a regular, what they're comfortable in. I would rather show them brands that they are, again, like they're comfortable with, than showing them a new thing and be like, oh, like what is this, and kind of freak them out. But then again, I'm like, if it's an award season thing, you have like 3 or 4 racks, and like you're trying to, in one fitting, you're trying to get it all out and like progressively change things or modify things as you go throughout award season. But no, you're reaching out to brands that you've been working with and you've been dealing with. It's also like a thanks to them, because when they have a client on the red carpet that's like in Valentino or and they've been working with them for a while, it's like a big thank you. Like, it'd be a slap in the face if they've been wearing a brand for a while and then like when you really need it, you switch it up on them. So yeah, it's more of a comfort thing than anything.
There's a sense of loyalty too.
Yeah, 100%.
That you just described.
Exactly. Exactly.
So then once you're past that point of contacting brands, setting up your clients for like the best fitting possible, you do the fitting obviously here in your studio or at a hotel. Or
no, you're more so going to the hotel or their spot for that. Yeah.
I'm an actor, and I'm not going to go to your crummy old studio. Whatever, dude.
Exactly. No, it's a lot of work and it's a lot of stress and pressure. But like at the end of this we're styling. Like at the end of the day, you're just wearing a tuxedo, and they have obviously they want to look good. But I envision the people that I work with are more so, nervous to win or excited to see people that they are working with, rather than like I'm worried about what they're wearing. But
I want to circle back really quick to you just saying you're just wearing a tuxedo, whereas like you have Timothée Chalamet, like in our last episode, wearing a lavender periwinkle latex
or even what he's worn to the past Oscars and some of these awards, like some like the jacket with no shirt, like some of those like iconic looks. That's on another level.
My question for you is, you're obviously the sort of well-dressed, I don't want to use the conservative word, but conservatively put together man.
Yeah, I get that.
Whereas there are some celebrities that stunt every single red carpet.
Yeah.
So what's the difference between you, who's dressing this like beautifully dressed and adorned man in this extremely well-fitting suit, versus the people that I assume are just there to make the tabloids? What's the difference in process, I think, is my question.
Oh, I think a lot of that stuff comes off. I don't want to eat my words later, but like some of it's custom. Like some of those louder pieces, especially if you're gonna take a risk like that, it's like made for that person. Sometimes you'll get some of the runway stuff, and I think there's a big conversation, or if you want me to be honest, there's a lot of money that changes hands that brands will throw at. Like, if someone's going to be, like, we'll throw names out there, like a Charles Melton. We'll get, he's in May, December, right? Beautiful guy, good looking dude, right?
I loved that movie.
Okay, I really want to see it. And and obviously Natalie Portman's great in it from what I understand. So he's in it. And I think that when you know that they're going to have a long award season, agents and managers and publicists are trying to sign a contract with a brand to have them wear that brand the entire
because it saves money, or is it like
no, it definitely doesn't save money.
It's like a partnership.
It saves time. It's a partnership, and it makes things easier.
It saves time.
Yeah,
because in the movie industry, time is money.
Yeah, nicely done. But it kind of goes back to what I was saying earlier, where it's like the first thing you would do sometimes the first thing you do is ask them, hey, did you guys sign a deal with a brand? Because then that makes my life 10 times easier. I'm sending one email rather than sending 35 emails, you know? So these big time stylists who have these actors that are doing the whole thing, their life is significantly easier than like a guy like me who a presenter is just showing up to the show and a one-off, and I got to email all these brands when they got to email Dior, you know?
This is polarizing to my idea of like preparing for the red carpet, because I'm thinking you're in your Tumblr or Zanga era where you're like creating mood boards and like sending it to the PR and being like, here's what I'm thinking.
I mean, look, that might, that might happen, but I think that's happening like in December. Like you have a good idea of who's going to be in these award shows or who's going to be nominated. So that could be a conversation that's happening like early on.
But it's not you.
No. I'd rather. I don't know. That seems like fun, but yeah, not me.
Are you styling anybody for any of the big award shows?
As of right now, no. But there's always so many last minute things. There's so many parties. Like award season this year, especially with the Emmys getting postponed with the actor strike and everything. All these last minute things. The Vanity Fair party, like all this stuff happens. So. I didn't have anyone.
You'll be busy.
Yeah. I didn't have anyone going into last year around this time, and I had like 10 people to do stuff. So yeah, we'll see.
Very
excited.
Cool.
Yeah, and you'll be along the ride the whole time, you know. So we'll talk about it.
One last question before we get into our official review
60
session.
Minutes of conversation here.
Do you have any predictions for like themes on the red carpet, or is there anyone specific that you think is going to really show out?
Well, I don't know if I have a specific person. I'm just begging the whole like fashion world if we can get away from this baggy suit thing. Like the baggy pant, like the whole like bell bottomy pant. I think we can move on from that. I'm hoping we see something different from that.
I agree. I don't want to see Billie Eilish in anything oversized anymore.
Well, that's a guarantee. That's a guarantee.
I want her to drop Gucci. I'm so over that partnership.
But that's one issue. Well, now that they have a new creative director and they just did his show finally, so we might see some different things. But
I agree with you. 70s is out. We need to find something new.
Man.
Bell bottoms. It's like, okay, it worked for 8 months.
Guys, look sharp, please, people, look sharp. Okay, we're gonna get to our show now. We had a whole. Thank you for all those questions. We had a whole lineup for things that we were going to talk about, and it's kind of out the window now. But it is the end of 2023, and we want to. There's all these lists that come out, the Spotify Wrapped, right? I don't have Spotify. I have Apple, and they don't do anything like that. So, did you have a whole? Do you have Spotify? Do you whole Wrap thing?
Yeah. First artist is my old band that broke up 2 years ago. Wet T-shirts.
So you listen to their?
I listened. Yeah. I only listen to my music on repeat. So it's just the 5 songs that we have released on repeat.
Amazing. Is it coming from like a nostalgic space or like are you?
No, I'm super depressed just like about it.
Yeah,
it's to get into my feels and.
Oh yeah, it makes sense. Okay. Wow, you're in your feels a lot. I'm sorry about that. But we got a list of top fashion people, like people that turn some heads in 2023, and we're gonna talk about that. It was a list of like men and women, but obviously we're gonna talk about the men mostly. And when we first started talking about this, I mentioned one of the top people on the list, and his name is Frances Tiafoe, tennis player. Who I adore. So I'm like so thankful that you even knew who this was. I thought for sure I was going to bring it up to you and be like, this guy doesn't even know who Frances Tiafoe is, let alone has he ever watched a tennis match. You have.
Fortunately.
I love that.
This year
I'm sorry for thinking that, honestly.
I know someone that's an ex-tennis player and also completely obsessed with tennis.
Right.
So watching the World Cup, is that what it's called?
Nope.
Watching the touchdown of tennis.
The touchdown of tennis. No, so you have the 4 like the Grand Slam. So you have the French Open, Wimbledon, the U.S. Open, and the Australian Open.
One of those happened this year.
4 of them did, yeah.
Anyway, I watched one of the Opens, and when Frances
he's
Tiafoe
electric.
came out,
yeah.
every single match.
Yep.
I was so impressed with like the coordination and the fit, the shoes to the shorts, to the tank, to the wristband, to the headband. It just
it's all so
was
good.
so consistent and so beautiful and so also powerful.
Yeah. Well, I'm sorry to cut you off, but like he also has this like a swagger. He has a confidence that he knows he looks good, right? Do you, like when you see him play, don't you feel that?
I think he knows he's one of the most handsome men to ever hit the court.
And like another reason why I wanted to bring him up is Nike. So like when you're a tennis player, you have a sponsorship with some of these brands, and Nike. If you're a Nike athlete, you have a whole bunch of like. I feel like if you're watching, they're all kind of wearing the same thing. Some of these Nike athletes. Francis is really never wearing the same thing as a lot of the other guys. I feel like he's doing it a different way. And he either has like a gold chain. He kind of accessorizes himself in a different way, whether it be like the wristbands, headbands, shoes, and like the chain. Like little things like that really can make you like just look different than anyone else around you.
And that's what I found so like appealing and attractive about him on the court is because everyone has those like classic navy suits or white suits or whatever, but he was showing out with these amazing patterns and these like bright oranges and greens and stuff.
Yeah, but even if it's Wimbledon where you're wearing all white, he finds a way to like kind of step out and just be different looking.
You're saying does he have a stylist for the court?
I don't know about that. I mean, that would be a dream job is to dress and help someone like him. But I think the people at Nike, that I think they have their own people that put that stuff together.
Sure.
Personally, I think.
Who's next?
I'm over this dude, and I brought him up because I don't think he deserves to be on the list. And no offense. And this is a fellow athlete, football. I'm saying fellow like I'm a professional football player.
Well, you were a while ago.
Yeah. Well, no, not even close. Travis Kelce, man.
I fuck with his brother because go Birds. Go Birds!
Go Philadelphia,
But I do agree with you. I think that there are so many
it,
other much better dressed athletes
100%.
than him.
100%.
I mean, obviously, we both know why he was put on this list. 1, 2, 3. Taylor Swift.
Yeah.
I did like her album Folklore, but
we're gonna get into Taylor Swift now.
We could.
You didn't go to her concert, did you?
I would call myself a Swiftie.
Yeah. Did you go to the show?
Show? She's on what?
Oh God. Yeah. I just don't. He's a really good looking dude. Honestly, I think he's genuinely a good looking guy. But I just think the stuff he wears is just so. It just doesn't flatter him. I mean, dude's probably shredded, and he just doesn't do anything. And like maybe kudos to that because he's definitely going with the baggy trend on everything. But I just think he's never done anything that really has helped him just look different.
I've never even looked at what he wears until I saw this list.
Yeah. So exactly. So we're gonna move on. Do you know who do you know who La Roche is?
I've heard the name, and I did a lot of research on him or them.
Yeah, we'll go with them, I think.
I did a lot of research on them when I first saw the list. And to be frank, they don't have my favorite style. I think that the fit that we're showing on the screen in particular is horrible. The shoes are the most interesting part. But, oh my God, that padded denim fucking jacket it drives me fucking insane.
I'm going to leave it at this and we'll move on. I think what he does with Zendaya and like the clients that he has, he's an incredible stylist. I'd be shocked personally if he was in these fittings because he probably has a team of people. But what he does with Zendaya is unbelievable.
Zendaya,
yeah.
Zendaya's
but
I'm building also Lil Nas X. Did I see that he was on his list?
Oh, maybe
not.
But
sorry, I don't know who your clientele.
But I'm kind of building him up to break him down, where it's like, there's a reason why we're stylists. It's to be behind the camera, and that's all I'll say. Because Jacob Elordi.
Can I talk on this one?
Yeah, of course.
Him and I have beef. He doesn't know about it yet, but him and I have a lot of beef because I'm not a huge fan of his style. However, this particular photo made me cream everywhere. The yellow bag against those all of those hues of blue, and then that cream
and like the trucker hat that's like oddly big.
This is
dope as hell.
I would wear this every single.
I know. This has you written all over it. Yeah. I agree with this list. I know you haven't been a fan of what he's done, but I think what Wendy and Nicole, his stylists, have done with him has like taken him to another level, and I think he's been great. So you can go fuck yourself. on that one. And that kind of concludes the list of people that we thought notable to talk about. One of them, so I gave a homework assignment, and I told him to look at the list and choose 3 people or whatever, however many he wants to talk about that weren't on the list. Did he do his homework
took
assignment?
that assignment
Okay.
in the complete wrong direction.
Yeah.
I don't think. First of all, I think maybe we'll show the screenshot of the text message. I don't think you were that.
Really?
I don't think you were that specific.
Okay.
Anyway, I'm just
We
trying to
should.
not be in
Maybe
trouble.
we will. And then you gave the
Sorry,
thumbs up.
producers.
That's more like a middle finger. Okay, so, but I actually did the assignment wrong as well because I didn't look at it thoroughly. I chose a person who was on the list, and his name is Paul Mescal. I think what he's done is awesome. I think obviously he has a Gucci campaign, and that makes things a lot easier to look good. But what he's done is with tighter tops and cool like on the I know I've beat up the whole baggy bottom situation, but I think there's a cool way to do it, and I think what he's done with it has been great. What are your thoughts on that?
Everything that I've seen,
and we'll show lists, and we'll show the pictures as we talk about Paul Mescal, kind of on a rotating situation here.
everything that I've seen him in has been really exquisite. And now that you're describing the sort of silhouette that he's pushing, that tight top and looser pant, that was very attractive during 2023.
Yeah.
However, the thing I want to point out is his haircut.
I know, the mullet
and his beard.
Yeah. So he really this one look where he's wearing the turquoise oversized blazer, tank top, and pretty baggy pants. He's got a legit mullet going, right?
Yeah. First of all, that's something I would wear. That's so fucking
so
hot.
sick. Yeah,
I would look
great.
probably even better than him.
Yeah, you would look good with that.
However, there are I could probably name 3 people off top that have shown me pictures of Paul Mescal and said, I think I want to get my hair cut like this.
Oh, and then you say, do not do it?
No.
Okay.
Well, last year I had a mullet. I look fucking hot with short hair.
Okay. Next time we see Sally, we'll have
Oh no, what I'm thinking is we might fucking buzz my head on camera.
Is this why?
Because
locks of love, or what? How come? Why do you want to do it?
I wasn't that charitable,
nice,
but
dude.
I'll think about it.
Honestly, I was going to comment on your hair.
I kind of wanted to keep it for myself and maybe clone myself in a little while.
Your hair. No, but what he's done, I think red carpet wise, and last year Oscars, he made a really big splash with a really beautiful white blazer tuxedo, black trouser situation, and what he's done with suiting, he has Gucci on his side, and it's made things pretty easy, but he's done a good job of kind of portraying stuff that's popular at the moment and kind of making it his way, right?
Even what you're showing right now,
I love this one.
Is so gorgeous. It's like the classic tux. However, what would you call this? An ascot?
It's like an ascot, or even like a ribbon. It kind of looks as if it's like the tuxedo tie is undone. However, it is obviously put together. It's all on purpose, and I think that it's just a different way to do a bow tie.
He's one of my top contenders in Man of the Year.
Yeah.
Talking about dress. We're not talking about relate. Okay, let's just get.
Well, have you seen Normal People, the show that he does, or the show that made him pretty popular?
No, I've never watched TV in my entire life.
Highly recommend it. Hot and heavy. Highly recommend. You never watched TV? Okay, never mind. Read the book.
I was thinking about starting off with Barney, but
okay. So I did one. Now it's your turn to do one.
My list?
Yeah, your list.
Oh, cool. I sent Evan a few people that I actually have been acquainted with on the internet.
So he didn't do. Obviously this podcast is not about only talking about celebrities. So we're going to talk about influencers.
I come from the internet, folks. I don't come from this Hollywood bullshit. So he's doing that side. I'm doing this side. Anyway, number 1, we're going to talk about Bailey.
So Bailey _SSO2. Real person or fake person?
Real person.
Okay.
I've learned a lot about Carol Christian Pole. I've learned a lot about vintage clothing, and I've learned a lot about recently jewelry. He's a gemologist and a jewelry maker.
Wow. Okay.
This guy's style is fascinating to me because it reminds what I'm seeing is this guy from like the 1800s walking around in New York City.
Yeah, a guy from 1800s, and his second picture is him on his Instagram. Is him getting off a private jet? Sure.
his boss.
Okay.
His boss is doing well.
I got you. Okay.
Anyway, there are some photos of him in like Victorian style clothes. Super, super high-waisted pants that button all the way up to the sternum. Really cropped blazers.
Wait, he's getting invited to like shows.
Yeah, he's a very, very cool kid.
Okay.
So shout out Bailey.
Yeah. Hey, good for you, dude. Bailey. So when people see him in the street, you go, "Hey, Bailey _SSO2."
No,
okay.
Bailey.
Just Bailey.
Yeah.
Okay. And so he also Instagram and TikTok or
yeah. Let's run his TikTok because I think this is one of his birthday fits. This is one of this fit is like crazy to me. We got sound or
yeah, we'll place. Okay, no sound.
Okay, it's
gonna be copyright, so we're
okay. Never mind.
Sound.
So check out Bailey on TikTok.
Yeah.
Anyway, next.
Okay, next I'm gonna cut you off, and I'm gonna talk about a celebrity, and then we'll go back into your influencer stuff. Okay.
Yes.
So I have LeBron James.
Whoa.
NBA player. Yeah.
Is Bronny in the NCAA or NBA?
He's in college. He's okay, guys. He played his first game back. He had a cardiac arrest.
Right. That's what I heard. I hope he's well.
He's from the sounds of it, he's doing okay. But
go on.
His
LeBron
father,
James.
Hall of Famer, greatest of all time, whatever you want to say. I think he's done such a good job of kind of enhancing like the tunnel walk that the NBA does. And am I still talking about the high schoolers from last week? Maybe they had influence on this stuff. But no, I think him like accessory wise, he's always easy on the eyes. And I think this is one of the big reasons why I like what he's wearing is because when you look at what he's, whether he on the court or, walking through the tunnel or whatnot, it's always so on the same palette, if that makes any sense, where it's like, it's all black or white. It's all black or all white. Like I mean, we're showing images of literally it's all monochromatic, but, it's just very easy on the eyes. And I think it's always really well put together. I think there's a lot of thought that goes into it. I think there's a lot of tailoring that goes into it. Cause I mean, homie's huge, right? So, getting stuff that fits him, it cannot be easy.
The point that I was just going to bring up is,
tough.
Oh my God, it must be so difficult to style these athletes that are like abnormally large.
Well, and like I haven't gone into I've gone into like the watches and getting watches for red carpets. I don't even know where to begin getting like necklaces or bracelets, like things that are like really high value in diamonds and things like that. No idea. Maybe
no, let's not think
you know where I was going with that.
So I do.
Any thoughts on LeBron James?
I think what you brought up in that tangent was his accessorizing.
Yeah.
The bags and the sunglasses.
Glasses, hats, bags, shoes, I think have all been on point.
That's my favorite part because, no offense to him, he's too tall to wear like cool clothes. So all I'm seeing is like
he's wearing like Aimé Leon Dior, Louis Vuitton, just smaller brands, things like that.
I like Aimé Leon.
Yeah, there you go. That's a jacket that literally says
nice. LeBron, you're kind of cool.
Okay, back to the list of influencers.
Next up, we got one of the homies, Billy.
Billy underscore, and it looks like it says it's like underscore 3 or 4 times.
I think it's 2 times.
Okay, 2
Billy
times.
is fascinating.
Billy underscore twice.
I just recently got a pair of Prada glasses and a vintage Eagles jacket from him.
Oh, from him?
Yeah, this is the homie.
Whoa. So I thought you said it was from a fan.
No, you lied.
Okay.
So Billy is in Baltimore, and he is so fascinating because there was this big movement of opium style, which is like essentially Rick Owens and whatever Playboy Cardi.
Huge on this dude.
Right. He does that like sort of gothic opium style, but with his specific edge to it.
This dude is straight out of like the Ramon. Like there's a punk thought to it. And just like whatever's not gonna fit. I actually don't hate what he's got going on here. The mustache is crazy. The hair is nuts.
Consistent.
Yeah. That's a good way to put it. It's very consistent.
He just posted a video on TikTok that I found extremely fascinating that I also want to know your thoughts on. Smoking cigarettes in photos is the coolest thing that you could do. I think so too.
And like, there's so many times where I've asked like, hey, thoughts on having a cigarette here? Obviously an actor and a publicist is going to shoot that down quick, right? But that's why I carry on toothpicks. So I'll sometimes add like a toothpick to a photo shoot, and like even that, and like having them play with it in their hands or just in their mouth. Like I think that's like if you're not gonna smoke, obviously like actors don't want to see smoking. But yeah, a toothpick.
Billy, did you hear that?
But he did. Why? This guy's gotta smoke. This guy's doing way more than smoking cigarettes, right? No, but kudos to this guy. But I gotta say, like, the amount of thought, like, who's taking these pictures?
I think his girlfriend.
Oh.
Yeah, he's got a girlfriend.
That's a lot of work. That's also a lot of like trust in your girlfriend. Like, what's the
Well, you got to find the right girlfriend. Let's not get into
a photographer girlfriend who's gonna like take pictures of me. Hey, I'm bored now. Let's go take a picture outside and go do this. Okay, so
who's your
are we
next?
done with? Okay, so he also has a TikTok though. Do you want to talk about his TikTok?
He's great.
He's got
That's
a good
all.
one?
Follow
Okay.
Billy.
Okay, Billy _twice.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, my last one, and I thought this was an easy shoe, and I don't know how he doesn't make every single list. And don't fall asleep on me on this one. Ryan Gosling. I mean, Barbie was everywhere this year.
It's tough to not fall asleep to this. However, with a little bit of backstory that I've learned from you, there's a lot of thought and a lot of intention put behind his fits for his press junkets and everything.
I was lucky enough to help him. Again, this was for the woman I used to work for. We did his La La Land press.
Wow,
which was tremendous. And so he has like it's all thought. It's all in his head. Like he knows what he's doing. He's very self-aware, right? So everything he does is all on purpose, which is cool. And like. It kind of some people kind of knock that just because they think it's like a try hard situation, but I think he just cares about all the details, and I think there's a reason why he's Ryan Gosling. You know what I'm saying?
A lot of the guys that you've shown me on this episode have like an average to athletic fit or build to their body.
Yeah,
which I guess like.
I don't want to say a man. Like, yeah, they just. I'm sorry, I cut you off. Go ahead.
No worries. The masculine or athletic or like average body can wear a lot of things, obviously, and for me, you describe some outfits as like these like beautiful things, and like the tailoring is gorgeous and. Oh my God, can you believe that Jacob Elordi is wearing this baggy suit with this Bottega Veneta large collar shirt?
Keep going.
But it like I don't get it. Like I'm looking at this picture of Ryan Gosling and I'm like, that's so boring to me.
Really? So
boring. I would rather see something modular, something like more abstract. But it doesn't have to be like, you don't have to push it to the edge, but.
So you want Eva Mendes to go outside and like take photos of him wearing like really baggy pants, have him grow a mustache and like a
for his
Ramones
Instagram
haircut. Yeah.
Duh. Maybe not for the press junket. Well, I mean, is that the thing? Yeah, do you have to hold yourself together? You're not really supposed to show off during press junkets and like red carpets.
Yeah. I think you just got to look sharp and respectful. I think especially for like the people taking the time to come and interview you, you have to show. I think it's just more out of respect than anything. But I put it this way: guys like him almost can't afford to take huge risks like that.
Afford?
I can't. I don't think they can because he's already curved. He's already one of the biggest names in Hollywood, right? If he were to come out and do something like that, he would get like crushed. But
so
like,
it's better to hold
just
continuity.
It's honestly just like, and I wouldn't even say it's at a plateau where it's like he's like just slow. There's no reason to go high on the Richter scale. No reason to go low. Just
if it
keep
works,
it going. Yeah,
keep doing
I mean,
it.
Let's be honest. The moneymaker is the face.
Yeah,
right.
You're right. The facial hair.
Homie
the
can
hair.
wear a trash
He's
bag
fucking
and he'll be all right.
gorgeous.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But all this stuff is how I would want to dress in real life, and two,
get him off the screen. I can't stand this.
Well, I mean, obviously the pink with the Barbie, like the whole that like premiere look wasn't. They had to because of the like the dress code or whatnot. But I just think it's all so clean and it's beautiful and put together so well.
I'll let you have this one.
You genuinely think this is a snooze fest?
Yeah.
Wow.
I don't see anything interesting in this.
Okay.
I'm sorry. We'll not get into it.
This is dope as hell.
We're making our editor's job really hard.
I know, yeah. But like obviously, like you're seeing the new listeners or viewers out there. You're gonna see like the difference of opinions on what we think is fun and what we think is tailored properly and well done on the red carpet.
And the differences in what we think is good
yeah.
versus bad.
But that's why it's so hard to throw an actor out there on the red carpet who, for someone who's thinking they're taking a risk, or someone who wants to keep it clean. Someone's gonna hate it and someone's gonna love it. So that's why like it just comes down to you yourself as a person. Just be comfortable in what you're wearing.
Okay, how much time do we have, producer?
I got my philosophize on you for a second.
We got a while. I have a challenge for you really quick.
Okay.
Recreate one of these fits with what you have
right now.
Yeah, I mean,
you're gonna make me run around again, like get out of breath.
Maybe.
Yeah, we can do that.
Okay, all I want you to do is like find me a fit that would match a red carpet fit that any of these celebrities wore.
Okay, so you're gonna have to filibuster for like a minute.
I can do that.
Okay, he's gonna talk to you about like TikTokers and influencers and stuff like that.
Sure. When I first started TikTok, back in 1994, when I first started doing TikTok, I originally was like really trying to push the challenge of like wearing cool things and trying to show off and stand out on the internet, when really that's not what I wear. I grabbed a lot of things and purchased a lot of things that I like wouldn't necessarily wear on a daily basis. So now that we're rounding out the year, by the way, if you haven't already, follow me at Sleazy Salamander on TikTok and Instagram. I'm posting my fit every day for 1 year. It's driving me fucking insane. I can't wait for it to end. However, I do have a new series next year. Stay tuned. It's definitely not going to be every single day because I don't want to put myself into a psych ward. Anyway, I've realized that my style kind of leans into like Western casual, Western comfort. I think actually knowing Evan has pushed me into the Western sphere of fashion, specifically with like footwear and pants. I've really wanted to try out like bootcut pants recently. I've never owned a pair of bootcut pants, which listen.
We just talked about wanting to get rid of that, no?
Well, I think we don't want to get rid of bootcut pants, but I think that in my mind they existed as this like sort of just boring straight look, whereas if you find the right brand that fits your specific body type, it can really accentuate and lengthen the entire body or the entire fit.
I'm back.
Whoa, that was quick.
I'm back. Well, we needed to save the audience there for a second. Okay, here we go. We'll find a better way to do this. Yeah, do you want to hold it up?
Sally.
Okay. So like for instance, like red carpet ready type of pieces, right? So obviously we have a white shirt here. Can we put the shirt in? Okay, we're gonna move it. But put the shirt in the jacket for a second, like. Okay. So this is like a clean like double-breasted blazer look with a navy trouser underneath it. This would be clean for either a red carpet or a junket. Easy, super easy. And with the pant under, show the pant too. Yeah, exactly. Just like that. Boom, done. Clean, right? And so I for whatever reason, I'm seeing a lot of pinstripes. I think that I don't know if they're gonna come back or if they're fun to play with. We're gonna move the rack back. But I think in pinstripes right now are really sick. So that with a clean, either a white shirt, black shirt, white or black turtleneck could be really sick. I just styled someone for a New Year's Eve party that they're going to, with a black turtleneck underneath a pinstripe suit like that. And then I have here, you can put the pinstripe one away. Put those away. Thank you, assistant.
Dude,
Thank you, assistant.
Pay for this shit, dude.
Okay. So then the pants, get rid of those. Those were on the first look. You can get rid of those. They're in the first look. Okay. And then this one, so this could be, there's a white, this could be a white t-shirt underneath anything. Okay, this is the last one, I promise. Easy look right here. Yeah, this is sick. I love this, by the way. Cool white Henley look, easy jacket you can throw on and off. You can take it on and off for the junket if it's getting warm that day, with a beat up pair of jeans and some boots underneath. Cake. Yeah, not those ones, but yeah, some better ones. Yeah, that was our little styling minute here. I'm curious to see if I hate all those looks, but we'll see what he thinks about them. What do you think? Yeah, as you yell from it. What did you think about those? I thought those were pretty clean.
Not bad.
For just some random shit in the studio. What did you think?
Not bad. I really like the last one, the white Henley with the suit and the jeans.
Merry Christmas! You get to take it home with you.
Oh my god! Thank you.
But yeah, something easy like that. You could play with you can. So red carpets right now are all over the place, and obviously awards stuff that's higher. Wear a black tie and tuxedo and all that kind of stuff. But whether it be a movie or TV show that you're going to a red carpet, a premiere for, that's more than enough to do.
I'm stoked to really get into awards season with you, and I think everyone else is probably, because to have the inside scoop of what's going on through your perspective is going to be really exciting, especially with the Emmys coming up and everything just about to implode in the film industry.
I had I don't know if you were paying attention, but I had Wilmer Valderrama. He was the one that announced the nominations, and he was in a beautiful navy canali double-breasted suit, and I thought he looked really fresh with it. Yeah, we'll find a way. Yeah, we'll get a picture of it. But to have that start the award season was a really good, I don't know, a positive note to kind of get it going. So I'm excited for it.
As we're wrapping up,
yes,
what are you going to be doing for the rest of the week, for the rest of the weekend, for the rest of the month, the year?
It's returns. We have some personal, on top of celebrity stuff, I also help some personal shopping people. So Christmas was obviously big, New Year's, and hopefully they're just hanging out with the family, man. In-laws coming into town. Fun.
Really?
Yeah. No, it'll be a good time. I wish I was with my family, and my nieces and nephews and things like that, but we'll make it happen. What about you?
I'll be posting a fucking TikTok every single day for the rest of the year.
Dude, you're so close.
I'm so close.
And honestly, dude,
so over this shit.
I know. But deep down, man, I'm proud of you. This is, do something every single day, 365 days in a row. That is impressive.
Thanks.
And you're never going to do it again, huh?
Absolutely not.
But yeah, we hope to bring you guys a lot of fun over the next couple of months, and we'll have some guests, and we'll do what we can to make this as entertaining as possible. Going to the TikTok, do we have any questions?
No,
Make one up.
No, I just closed it out.
Oh, okay.
Sorry.
This beer sponsored by Bud Light, Stella, and Corona.
We'll bleep all of that out.
No, but thanks y'all for tuning in, and this was Manly Things.
Sort of.